Alrighty, what is going on? I'm headed down to Bull Shoals Lake for the MoYak Elite Series Trail Stop 6, I believe it is. Yeah, it should be Trail Stop 6 at Bull Shoals Lake. I've got quite a bit of history on this lake, but almost all of the fishing that I've ever done there has been right around Theodosia and Pontiac and that kind of area. I've done a little bit in Arkansas in that area, you know, heading straight south out of Theodosia. But that's pretty much it. So, and I've been there in the summer a few times, and it's always been terrible in the summer whenever I go down there and fish that area in the summer. So this time I'm going to a completely new part of the lake to me. I've never seen it before. Well, I might have seen it driving, I'm not sure. Well, the place that I'm actually fishing, I've never seen before. I know that because I'm going to be down in Arkansas, not too far from Missouri, but in Arkansas. I don't know. I know that an area near where I'm going to be fishing is pretty good, but I'm not going to go burn up the spot of the guys who have let me know that it was good in the past. And I'm pretty sure that area is going to be pretty crowded. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to go to a spot that looks really good on the maps. It looks like the kind of place where you could show up and stumble on something good. Good for me for this tournament would be a solid limit. 80 inches would be pretty good for me for this tournament. I am not really, of course I'd love to get a win. I'd love to get a big check, and I'd love to do all that, but realistically for this event, what I'm shooting for is a top 20 finish. Basically just to maintain or slightly improve my Rookie of the Year standings, because right now I'm, I don't know, 150 points ahead of second place for Rookie of the Year, and then after drops, I think it only gets, our gap only gets bigger after drops at this point. Now we have 2 events left, 2 drops total for the season. Me and that guy have both missed 1 event, so that's our first drop, and then the second drop would be our current lowest scores. So as long as I don't do worse than I have in any other event, I don't remember what my worst finish so far this year was, but as long as I don't do worse than that, I should be all right. But a top 20, top 15 would go a really long way towards getting me those points. And then obviously being in check range, having a great day would be even more ideal. The goal for this one, like I said, was 80 inches, something right around there, where I feel like I can gain a little bit of separation in that Rookie of the Year race and take some pressure off of Mark Twain, because the next tournament after this is a working man's trail. But the last 2 regular season events for the 2 trails that I regularly fish, being MoYak and Camo, the next 2 are both at Mark Twain. After this one, we have MoYak at Mark Twain in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. And then we've got Camo at Mark Twain in the week after that. So I'm going to be at Mark Twain 2 weeks in a row. And I won't get to practice for the MoYak event there. And I have a terrible history on Mark Twain. Me and that lake don't get along. So if I could go into the MoYak event there with some confidence that I don't need to go and really kill it to maintain my Rookie of the Year points, and I could go in there and obviously try to catch some fish, but also jump around a little bit and practice a little bit, try to figure something out, so that way I can go into practice for the Camo Mark Twain event with a little bit of confidence in what I'm looking for, go and build a solid game plan in the Camo Mark Twain practice, and then hopefully go and capitalize on everything that I've learned for the Camo event at Mark Twain, because right now the Angler of the Year race is really close for Camo, and I need to have a pretty solid finish there in order to win. I've got a little bit of separation between me and second place, but it isn't much. I can't go out there and do poorly. I have to go out there and still perform. That being said, if I get a top 5, it's locked up. I can't be beat. If I've got a top 10, I've got a good shot of winning. But if I get a top 5, I can't be beat at Mark Twain. So that's how the rest of the season's looking. And then obviously we've got championships after that, which, if I'm being honest with you guys, the pressure will be off at that point, because then it'll no longer be for points. Obviously I want to do well, and there's some more money to be made at both of those, and then we've got the Big Bass 250. But I am more concerned with going and getting those points for right now. I would really, really, really like to get those kind of titles, Rookie of the Year and Angler of the Year. So, and to be honest with you, if I wasn't in the race for Rookie of the Year, I wouldn't even be going to Bull Shoals right now, because it's such a long drive. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I'll catch up with you guys on down the road, or maybe at the lake. Headed to a campsite tonight. No practice, of course, for MoYak. Sleeping not even 15 minutes from where I'm planning on launching. Gonna go launch in the morning, about halfway back in a creek, and just gonna pray that I stumble on just gonna pray that I stumble on some schooling fish like I did at Stockton for the KMO event and the MoYak event, and hoping to capitalize on that early, then pull off deep, try something there. Just kind of play it by ear. Whatever the fish are feeling like they're doing, then I guess that's what I'm gonna go try to catch them doing. So got some stuff rigged up, a bunch of different options. We're gonna probably use them all tomorrow, and just pray that we get on 5 decent fish and maybe get a top 15. All right, so we have made it down here to Bull Shoals at the campground. I went and checked out the planned ramp. It was terrible. I don't think I could have made it down. A lot of shelf rock going, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 inches at a time. So just didn't think it was really doable. So gonna plan on going, and there's another little ramp just across the peninsula, on the other side of the peninsula, that I'm launching on. And that ramp looks a lot better. So gonna go to that one, and that's about 10 minutes away from me right here. First launch is at 6, so I'll be up 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere around there, to get down there, get prepped, get on the water, and get ready. So got everything ready that I can tonight. Just gonna try to get some sleep, and plan on an early morning, and hopefully a lot of big fish on topwater. But I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. I'm gonna try to get some rest. So here's the problem: is I don't have service to find the identifier. Line's in us in 1 minute. So stupid. So I'm about to get out, unhook my trailer, jump in my car, and drive to go find service. This is a load in right this second. I pray I'm only gone for a couple of minutes. Alright, I've got it. Got the identifier. I'm gonna go ahead and ride it. Oh my god, he came in. You're joking me. On the brand new Lil Buzzard, smallie. .5, first fish of the day. That's pretty cool. But I don't know much about smallmouth, so I know that I'll catch it. Tiny. Come on, a bit. Trying for him a third time. He was smaller than this guy even. Chill out, little dude. Alright, 10.5-inch spot. Gotta get rid of him, but again, it's one more towards the limit, just like that smallie. Okay, 14.5. This might be a mean mouth. It's either a really bronze spot or it's a mean mouth, which would be crazy if it was, because this is fish number 4, potentially bass species number 4. 13.5. Beautiful little spot.
This thing just gets bit, man. This thing is awesome. I figured it would. My gosh.
Oh my gosh. Gorgeous little spot. $17.75. Pretty little guy. $13.75. Another pretty spot. It's my first cull, and it is 7:37, and I ain't even get to fish till 6:40 about, so limiting a little less than an hour.
Pretty cool.
See, it wasn't a waste of time. There we go. 15.5-inch largie. Good looking fish. All right, throw them back. 15 incher. I saw him chasing bait and threw the chatterbait next to the bushes, and he had to have it. 15. It's a good little coal. Camera's been off for a while, but I just caught this guy on a frog. Let's go. 18 3/4 inch fish. Let's go. 16 something incher. All right, I got him to go 17 1/4. Wow. it's over. Just couldn't get those last two 15 inchers out. I'm probably sitting pretty decent. Yeah, obviously not great, but not terrible. I had the thought, switch to a frog, try it out a couple hours before I actually did it, and I should have done it long before, obviously. So that's a stupid mistake on my part. But, you know, it's one of them deals you learn from and move on. Should have pretty well saved my Rookie of the Year spot. We'll see how Rylan ended up. I would like to think that I made some distance here, because I think I did pretty good in the final results. I don't think I cut a check, but I think I'll be close again. For now, I got to get back to the ramp, get my photos submitted, because I've only got an hour to do it, and I don't know when I'm going to reach service getting out of here. So I got to hurry up on that. But I should have somewhere, I don't know, you guys know, but I don't. So I'm going to guess 81 or something like that, I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go get her to the ramp, get all loaded up and get out of here. I'll go to the awards, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys after I have some time to think and after the awards and whatnot. So yeah, not a terrible day, but not a great day. Happy I came and figured out what I did. I just wish that I would have made the effort to change it earlier and try it earlier, and probably would have done a lot better. So see you guys later. So after going to the awards, I'm kind of speechless. I didn't think that I'd done nearly enough to even come close. I figured I was probably in the top 10, but that was it. But I ended up winning first place, just being an inch and a quarter or so ahead of second, and 2 or 3 inches ahead of third. Congrats to Micah Funderburg and Zach Wolverton for putting up a good fight, and sounds like Zach got on him in the last hour. So yeah, pretty exciting finish. I didn't think that I stood a chance, but worked out in my favor. The even bigger deal on that for me is it squarely put me in first for Rookie of the Year, and I don't think I need to do very well at Mark Twain in order to keep that placement. So it relieves a lot of pressure off of Twain, and now I can go to Mark Twain and with the intention of getting a little bit of early practice, a little bit of early scouting for the Camo tournament there. Because right now, even though I am in first for Angler of the Year for Camo, at least the way I figured it up, I'm not very far in the lead. So I need to go and do well at Mark Twain in order to finish out strong and hopefully get that Angler of the Year title in addition to this Rookie of the Year title. So I'm going to go and try to get some scouting in. Obviously, I want to do well, especially because I would like to maintain my top 20 position with MoYak, which I think I should be able to, but I want to make sure that I do, because I would really like to get to go fish that Taney 20 in April. So I'm going to go to Mark Twain with the intention of 1, practicing, and 2, maybe improving on my lowest score, which I think is Truman. So, I mean, it's doable. I don't know that for certain, but I think my lowest score is Truman. So, if I could improve by 10, 20 points, that would be great. Put me farther into the top 20, as well as if I could go and get some practice in and get a good game plan going for the Camo event there the weekend after. That would be just awesome. So that's the plan going forward. After that, we've got the 2 championships for Camo and MoYak, the opposite order actually, MoYak and then Camo. And then we've got the Big Bass 250 on Lake of the Ozarks, and then pretty well done with tournaments for the year. There will be a couple of working man trails dropped here and there, and we do have a Missouri State University Fishing Club fundraiser event on Pony Express this fall. So I'll be at that one as well. So just a few left to cap off the year, but so far it's been a pretty great season for me. Let's hope we can keep it rolling into the next several and go home with hopefully a Rookie of the Year title and an Angler of the Year title. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.